Hello everybody, good day to you all. Today I am talking about Flash, The Flash, season number 6, episode number 9. This is part of the Crisis of Infinite Earth, part 3, episode directed by David Weirter. In this episode here, we have a lot of things going down. The good guys are not winning. They are losing big time. They are trying to find, first of all, they have to find the, I forgot what they're called, the paladins, the paragraphs, the polymorphs, whatever they're called. But anyway, they got to find these P-words, and they got to, because these people are the chosen who have the power to pretty much save the universes. But so far, they are losing big time. Losing a lot. Even when they find them, they don't win. So, yay. They've got new people added onto the list. We have Jefferson. He gets sucked in from his world, and now he's here. Because the thing, you have Barry, you have Cisco, who now got his powers back. He's back to being Vibe again. Ho ho! He didn't want. He want the powers, but the powers came to him because the monitor said, "Sorry, son, you have a job to do. You have been chosen, and I don't care what you want or what you don't want. You're getting them. So pay out." So now he's Vibe again. So now you got Cisco, you got Barry, and you got Caitlin, and you got Vibe going to this other Earth to pretty much find out what's going on there and to pretty much try to stop what's happening so they can save more worlds. And then they go to this place and they see a Flash running on there, and this Flash is played by John Wesley's ship, and he's been running on the treadmill for a long period of time. And then they take him off the treadmill because they think they're trying to save his life, but they find out that he has to stay on the treadmill because he doesn't stay on the treadmill, things will go haywire and it'll destroy the universes even more. So this is when Barry's our Barry, not the original Barry, but our Barry says, played by Grant Gustin, says, "Oh, this is where I die. This is where I go down. This is my job to save the day." And so he decides to pretty much take his place so he could be the one who saves the universes. But turns out, it's not the case. Yes, a Barry has to die. Yes, a Flash has to die. Doesn't mean it has to be you, Barry. It means it has to be you. And you have Jefferson there, pretty much using his powers to pretty much to contain the energy that's going out for going all haywire. And then you got him doing that final last run. And then before he passed away, you got to see a clip of the original show that he was in, him talking to his girlfriend. And all that, oh my God, that was so beautiful. Because I love the original Flash television show. And I really did like that show. And then seeing him doing like homage to that show and bringing that memories back on here. And then have him have his final ending on this show. Because the original show didn't really have an ending. It just got canceled. And so now, but have him, everything come full circle and then end here. And it's just, oh, that's actually really nice. And actually really moving. Wow. And then you also got what's going on with John, Constantine, Diggle, and Maya, and they're pretty much still trying to pretty much get Oliver's soul because Oliver's back now, but he doesn't have a soul. So now Constantine goes to Lucifer, who's played by Tom Ellis, who plays Lucifer on the television show Lucifer. And I never thought they were gonna have this world connect, but because the Lucifer is part of the DC universe, and so having him on the show as that character and also have a connection to John Constantine would make perfect sense. And watching their banter between one another and acting performance from Tom Ellis has always been great. Especially if you watch Lucifer. Watch Lucifer. It's a great show. It's going to be coming back on Netflix soon for the final last season. And so check that out if you haven't seen it before. I highly recommend it. And then seeing him interact with Constantine which makes perfect sense. And then have him helping him out. Even though it was a small part, he didn't do much, but still have him on the show was just great. And then watching their banter was fantastic. And then they go to Purgatory to pretty much capture Oliver's soul, which is also great. But we already know that Oliver's not going to be part of the show anymore. You already know this is going to be his last hurrah. So we already know he's not going to come back. I already knew that was going to happen. I just didn't know how they're going to do it. But the thing is, though, the way they may have him not coming back is he becomes the Spectre. And And Spectre is a very powerful individual. The people like I think like a fallen angel or the voice of God or the instrument of God. But anyway, he's very powerful. And so now that Oliver is going to become him, that's also very interesting. Now I don't think he's going to play any more part in the show for anything like that too. But we'll see where that goes. And then we have what's going on with Iris and Ralph, and they pretty much trying to get Ryan Chow, who's played by or Ori Chan, I think I was gonna say his name. Let me say his name. Osric Chan. But anyway, he also played the part on Supernatural as the prophet. And see him on the thing is though, it's interesting. He was the chosen one on Supernatural, and now he's also the chosen one in the series here too. I was like, oh, interesting. It's like everywhere he goes, he's the chosen one. So they come to him trying to get to recruit him to be on board. And he like this, what? No, thank you. If I'm gonna die, this is gonna be the last Monday on Earth. I'm gonna spend it with my family. I just had a baby, okay? I'm new to being a father. My career is starting to take off. I can't die now. I can't be trying to save the world. But because of Iris and her love inside of her heart, she managed to convince him. Okay, fine, whatever. And then you also had like this whole thing going on between Cara and also Kate, because Cara wants to read the book that's going to hopefully rewrite what's going on, because she's trying to fix what happened on her world, break her world back. And you got Kate saying, I don't think you should do that, because if you do that, it can fry your brain. You don't know, this book is very powerful, and you might not be able to pretty much handle all the stuff you got to do. See, the thing is though, doing little things here and there, okay, that's fine. Rewriting a little bit of this, a little bit of this, but creating a whole universe, and then creating everything that's involved had to do to make the universe work and function. That's too much. You might lose yourself by trying to do this. And she said, we can't do this. We can't lose you. We need you to help save the universes. And if you die, we're lost. And so you can see the tension between them, but you also can see that the fact that Kate does care about Cara, and she wants to protect her and keep her safe. At the same time, she also may have to fight her for something she doesn't really want to do. Because the thing is, though, she just met Bruce of the future, who went down a dark path, and that's a fear she doesn't want to go down. And if having the fact she might have to fight somebody who she considers a friend, and might have to use the same kryptonite that Kyle, the other Bruce used to kill Kyle. That's something she did not want to go down. But seeing her bravery and her courage, facing an individual who can just crush her without any effort at all, was also very cool, and also very brave of the character as well too. Also, it was nice how everything wrapped up together. But even though they thought things was going well, they thought they had a plan that to execute things, they found out the whole time they didn't have nothing at all. The anti-monitor is still in control, and the anti-monitor had Lila under his control, and he pretty much had cut the harbinger loose, and everything went haywire, and nobody could stop it. And next thing you know, another world, and mostly all the worlds, are gone. Yeah. And when you finally think we finally got the last remaining heroes, the last of the chosen, the people going to save the world, that get taken away too, because Lex Luthor is a genius, and he managed to pretty much take away the Kingdom Come Superman and place him on himself. Did not see that coming. But at the same time, even though I like to see Brandon Routh playing the character as Superman, but that was cool to see, especially in the uniform and everything. He had the look and everything. But having Lex Luthor take his place and then take over with like perfect Lex Luthor. Perfect Lex Luthor. Even though I didn't want that to happen, it happened. I still enjoyed it. I mean, overall, this was another episode part of the whole of the whole entire movie, you could say, because they break it up in parts. I really enjoyed this a whole lot. I'm enjoying all the characters and all the storyline. I really do like how they fit everything in here, how they give it homage to other TV shows, to the comic books too, and stuff like that too, and pretty much blend them together in a good way. It doesn't feel like it's forced. It doesn't feel like it's over heavy-handed or cheesy. It's done right and respectful to the source material that they're getting it from, and I really do enjoy that. I mean, certain characters who I'm not even a fan of, I'm actually starting to like. Like Kate Kane, I've never been a fan of the Batwoman on the TV show, but I actually do like her in this series. And I've seen that everybody's better in this series. The storytelling is better in this movie right here, which is kind of messed up because a lot of times you want this kind of stuff from the show. And I understand they can't do it this big or epic, but just simply just make a good story. Can you do that? Or have the characters betrayed good so they don't seem like they're stupid or idiots? Can that be? Is that too hard? We finally get it here, and it's in a crisis. So now I gotta figure out how everything's gonna go back to normal once this is over. Oh. But for right now, I'm enjoying it. I'm having a whole lot of fun watching it. But the thing is, though, we've got Jefferson part of this world. Doesn't have him die. Like, dang, he this guy here when he died. Like, good Lord. Wow. Wow. Ugh. But another great episode. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of well, this is part 3 of Crisis. Leave comments down below. If you haven't watched it, check it out for yourself. Hopefully you watch it, you will enjoy having watching it too. So give my channel a big like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I would appreciate it, like I always say in my dream in real life. I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.